Alright, y'all, what's up? It's Bleak! Go back to another video. Today we are reacting to 10 insane wait, I can't. Hold on. 10 insane facts about the NBA that might just blow your mind. So I'm gonna see what my man Jimmy talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because all I know is Steph Curry better be in it, you know what I'm saying? So let's just see, because let's see how much the history, how like changed and all stuff. So let's see what he's gonna talk about. And yeah, this is gonna be my reaction to the video. Make sure y'all comment, like, comment, subscribe, turn the notifications, put in the comments what y'all wanna watch. Cause yeah. So let's get to the video.
During the early days of the NBA, things were different. Not a whole lot of high-flying dunks. Actually, there were no dunks whatsoever. No three-pointers, dribbling that looks like it belongs in a circus act, and some of the wildest shots you'll ever...
There weren't any athletic and no dunks because back then, there was just white men in the league. Not saying that white men aren't athletic, but back then, they literally weren't athletic for shit. So, I feel like that's why there weren't like yammy hair tops. Because like back then, there was just white men, and white men weren't athletic like for nothing. But change up the subject, change the history. If you would have put a league with just black guys in there, I guarantee you that there would have been dunks back then at that time. But you know what I'm saying?
See in your life. And one of the early pioneers of this young NBA was a player named Joe Fulks. Now, Fulks was a bad man. One of the NBA's first superstars, was the first scoring leader in NBA history, and had even scored 63 points in a single game, an NBA record at the time and one that stood for over a decade. If one thing was for certain, it was that Joe was going to shoot a shot, and no one was going to stop him. Even if they should have. Because Joe's single-game scoring record is not the only NBA record that he broke throughout his 8-year career. In a regular season game in 1948, Joe Fulks broke the NBA record for the most missed shots in a single game. A record that still stands to this day, and a record that will probably never be broken. See, here are some all-time NBA greats and the most missed shots they've ever accumulated in one game. Only a few greats have missed less than 20 shots in a single game. Steph had a game where he missed 21 shots, LeBron has missed 23 shots in a game, Michael Jordan has missed 27 shots in a single game, Kobe crossed the 30 threshold once in his entire career, and Wilt Chamberlain tops every all-time great with a whopping 37 missed shots in one game. And then, there's Joe Fulks, who in 1948 missed 42 shots in a single NBA game.
That's how you know Curry's the best out of every single one of them, because he missed the less shots, least shots. I said less. What I'm saying? Yeah, that's how you know Curry's the best of all time, best out of all. Bro, he's the best out of every single person he named because Curry missed the least shots. Get your skills up. Get your freaking, you know what I'm saying? Because Curry missed the least shot, best of all time, Diggo.
LeBron, Steph, and Durant have all never even attempted 42 shots in a single game in their entire careers. But Joe was built different. 99 problems, and a field goal percentage ain't one. Because Joe also holds the 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 10th spots for the most missed shots in a single NBA game. And this is just one of many insane NBA facts you have to see to believe. Gatorade shot a commercial that featured a 39-year-old Michael Jordan going one-on-one with a younger version of himself. This commercial was first aired during Super Bowl 36 in front of millions of viewers and, to this day, remains one of the most iconic sports commercials of all time. But what people didn't realize at the time was that the athlete that played the young version of MJ was actually a 22-year-old Jamal Crawford. Despite entire articles being written about the commercial itself, Crawford was never truly credited for his role. But in a recent interview on the Dan Patrick Show, Jamal talked about his role on set.
Were you in the Gatorade commercial with Jordan? You played the... How old were you? You played the younger Jordan, the Bulls version of Jordan, and he's with the Wizards?
Absolutely. I was 22, I believe, and I was the younger version. And I'm like, okay, what's the lines? He's like, no lines. Let's just talk. Play one-on-one. I'm like, there's no lines? Like, so I start reaching for the ball. He's like, you reach, I teach. Right? And he's kind of, I'm going off of his flow. I'm like, okay, am I playing? I'm trying to play like me. I'm trying to play, just play.
After taking an extended hiatus from the game, Magic Johnson returned to the NBA in the 1995-1996 season to play for the Lakers one last time. His return didn't last long, and he retired for good in June of 1996. You want to know what else happened in June of 1996? The Lakers acquired some 17-year-old kid named Kobe Bryant.
Oh, that's lit. That's lit. Like right after he left. Oh, that's when he came. Oh, that's. And I think they got Shaq too. That
signed superstar Shaquille O'Neal, which
I told you. Right after freaking Magic left, Shaq and Kobe went to that team. Like, that's crazy. Like, the Lakers, team, just never dies down. Like, it's crazy.
These NBA fans were one season away from seeing a trio of Magic, Shaq, and Kobe all on the same.
If Magic would have stayed for that one more season, he would have been on a team with Kobe and Shaq. Aw, dang, bruh. It's crazy how freaking history just plays out, bruh. Just one more season, he would have, dang.
Team. A decision that would have changed the entire timeline of the NBA. Now, for young NBA fans, it feels like LeBron has been around since pretty much the dawn of time. In fact, for a lot of fans of the NBA, they've never seen a league without LeBron James. And that's because LeBron has been in the NBA for longer than he hasn't been in the NBA. No, that sounds a bit weird, so let me explain. LeBron was 18 years and 303 days old when he was drafted into the NBA. And as of today, LeBron has been in the NBA for 19 years and 48 days. LeBron has been in the NBA for the majority of his life, and the majority of most of our lives. But he still has a few years to go before he reaches the ultimate NBA sage status that Vince Carter obtained a few seasons ago. By the time Vince retired, the span of his NBA career made up an absurd 30% of all seasons in NBA history. The man was a part of nearly a third of the NBA's entire existence. And throughout his career, he faced thousands of players, including not one, not two, not three, or four, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but 12 father-son duos in the NBA. Yes, you heard that correctly. Vince Carter was in the NBA for so
Yeah, but the best father and son duo is at the end, Curry and Dell.
long that he played the father and the son of 12 different NBA families. Now, if you had to guess which player has the highest offensive rating in NBA history, who would you guess? Jordan?
Curry.
LeBron? Steph? Maybe Shaq or Kareem? Maybe even throw in a wildcard guess like Jokic or Giannis? Well, it really doesn't matter. Because I can guarantee, with 100% certainty, your guess is wrong. No offense, it's just that the current record holder is literally the last guy you would expect. Because the all-time leader for offensive rating is Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. For perspective, LeBron is 43rd all-time at 116. Steph, Durant, and MJ are all very close with career offensive ratings of about 117. And Rudy Gobert, the offensive juggernaut, tops every player in NBA history with an offensive rating of 127.4. Some advanced stats are really good. Not quite sure if this is one of them. Now, a better advanced stat is game score. It's by no means some perfect stat that'll tell you everything you need to know, but it does do a solid job at summarizing the efficiency and production of a single player on a game-to-game basis. From this stat, we can find out what is generally considered a good game and what is considered a bad game from a statistical standpoint. And according to this stat, anything less than a game score of 10 is a relatively bad game for a good player. And if we use this information as the standard metric, then the NBA record for the longest streak of games without a single bad game was set by Michael Jordan from December of 1987 to February of 1990. That's a streak of 183 games in a row without a single bad game. That's nearly 2.5 seasons straight of good basketball without a single bad game along the way. The next closest good game streak was set by Shaq from November of 1996 to April of 1999, a span of 152 games. LeBron had a streak of 132 games. Karl Malone had 2 streaks that lasted over 100 games. And to be honest, I don't see this record getting broken anytime soon, since the longest active streaks of good games in the NBA come from Nikola Jokic with 98 games, Joel Embiid with 68 games, and Giannis Antetokounmpo with 44 games. But there's a current streak of games by an active NBA player that has set an NBA record that will never, ever be broken. More unattainable than Wilt's 100-point single-game record or Stockton's career assists record is LeBron's streak of regular season games with double-digit scoring. Now, some of you are probably familiar with the streak, but to understand the sheer insanity of this record, we need to take a deeper look into the numbers. Right now, LeBron's active streak of games scoring at least double-digit points is 1,096 games. The last time LeBron failed to score at least 10 points in a regular season game...
Bro, it's cause he's been in the league for like 68 years, so it's like, bro, of course he's gonna have the highest one.
And was all the way back on January 6th, 2007.
The day I was born.
That's 15 years ago. To put this absurd streak into perspective, there are only six active NBA players who have played at least 1,096 games in their entire NBA career. But to really grasp the magnitude of this streak, here's a chart of the longest double-digit scoring streaks in NBA history. Just making it into the triple digits is an accomplishment reserved for only the best players of all time. Stephen Curry's longest streak of 97 games doesn't even make it on this list. Giannis had a streak of 116 games, Dirk had a streak of 190, Shaq had a streak of 245 games, Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant, 2 of the most gifted scorers of all time, had streaks of 220 and 211 games. But to crack the top 10, we have to go all the way past 400 games. James Harden had a streak of 450 games, Kevin Durant had a streak of 562, Karl Malone had a streak of 575 games, and with the top 3 streaks of all time are Kareem with 787, Michael Jordan with 866, and LeBron James with 1,096. The gap between LeBron and everyone else, a massive void. But what if we only include active streaks of double-digit scoring games on this chart? Well, then it would look like this. The next closest streak held by Luka Doncic with 167 games. Luka would have to score double-digit points in every game while playing at least 70 games a season until the 2035 NBA season.
Till 2035. Bro, look at that space between LeBron.
And to even come within reaching distance of this streak. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an unbreakable record. And an NBA fact you had to see to believe. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Oh, like my mind is literally blown because I didn't know that LeBron was that, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew he was like that, but I'm like, dang, like that. Oh no, man, I'm just shook, man. Bugging his head. But alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. That was my reaction to insane NBA facts. Check out my other videos, my skits. I'm gonna be posting another video today and 2 skits today, so y'all better blow that up. Laugh, know what I'm saying? Yeah. More videos on the way. I love y'all. Like, subscribe. Turn on the noties. Turn on the noties. Go in the comments. Ask me what y'all want. Let me know if y'all like this video. All that stuff. Just type your favorite food in the comment. Alright? Love y'all. Like, subscribe. And more vids on the way. We out.